action.
So next one we go to the save part. So for an example, to test the save part, you just make changes. Just let's say make it bump it to 1800, and click save. So it should save that changes whatever you made, and save as is should be able to save this file into different name. So you can change the name convention, and that's the save as part. And then merge file, merge template. So merge file, the way it works, you should be able to merge another file into this file. And to test this, the way you work, you take two files. And for an example, let's say, so before we even go to merge file, let's do save part. Oh, sorry, I skipped the save part. So let's do the save part. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select a part of this file, right? And I'm gonna save it as a save part. So for an example, let's say I selected my roundabout. So to select it, just highlight this area. So now this node is selected, and I click file, save part, and I just save it where I want to save. Can you type roundabout via the file name?
We click on it.
And just give it to me. So now when I use the save part and selected highlighted that roundabout and hit save, it saved that save part, and I can open it. So right now it made a save part, but it didn't open it. To open it, I go to the open and open this file. So you see what happens. So it will have only roundabout saved in that file. So that's the save part functionality, right? And let's test the merge part. So to test the merge file, first I open the file vir1. So reset vir1, and now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna delete the same roundabout. Delete it, and then I will merge file. So the file has changed, save yes, and then asking which file, and the mouse doesn't work here. So I select the files to be merged, and it's ask you what you want to merge. So okay, let's say merge by intersection ID, and you can select it. So let's say you can select a merge intersection by ID. So the intersection ID has to be very unique. So I think when we created two files and deleted the roundabout, it has a unique ID. So I'm pretty sure that ID number would not be included in this file already. So I can select the merge intersection by ID number, and I hit OK. Okay, let's do. One second, didn't merge, because merge file, hits yes. I say vir1 roundabout, open, and select by merge or add intersection by location, because I think the IDs are different. So all the IDs of one file has to be existed in another ID. So if it's not existed, it would not do it. That's why I didn't do it. And if I do merge slash add by location, it must do it. See the reverse approach. Why is saying lane geometry approach from node 9 to node 10 is not a curve? What is node 9? Okay, so it did merge it.
Yeah, what happens is when you deleted that node, if the node number was 1, supposing, that node 1 doesn't exist on one file. So the file incoming node number 1 doesn't have something to overlap itself with, because we deleted the roundabout.
Yeah, so the merge, when I did the merge file, I saved changes. It did not merge by the intersection ID. Did it merge it by intersection ID?
So say the roundabout was.
Yeah, it did not merge it, right?
Yeah, because there is no node number to merge it on top of
Yeah, so the node number should be same, and we
Exactly.
do not have the same node number, so that's why you merge it by
location.
location intersection and hit OK. So it's just like a warning: load geometry approach from node 9 to node 10 is not a curve. See the
But-
reverse approach as not curve.
How do you know it went through all right or not? You see what I'm saying? How do you know if it actually came through?
Well, you match it. So when you merge it, you match this file, this location with the file which was merged. So you match the volume and lane geometry. That's the way you do it.
And they just have to match.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, once you merge the file, so what I did, there were two files, right? One file was the automated regression vir1. Second file was roundabout vir1. So
Yes.
I was in the automated regression vir1, and I was selecting the file which has to be merged into that file. So when I selected roundabout vir1 and I merged by the location, that file merged into this file. Now I want to verify the volumes, like the section which was merged from that file roundabout, the volumes and lane geometry should match. So you should compare this file, and then you should be, where is that other file? Do you know where is this set?
Yeah, it's on the shares. Go to software development, not shares. Go down to the T drive, software development.
Where is
One
it?
below shares. Synchro, UAR, second. There.
This is the one. This T is good. So when I open the file, now you can compare these two files. That's it. You know?
Just saying you can't really use a visual screenshot because previously it was a curve. Look how the approach was a curve over there.
So what does
westbound,
test complete need to do?
that's what I wanted to know.
So the test complete will match the lane geometry and will match the volumes. That's it.
Why can't you take a picture of it?
So in this particular case, because there was a curve,
It doesn't bring the curve.
it doesn't bring the curve back.
new
So,
version.
but the thing is, like,
No, when you merge it back.
That's okay because the old version, all it needs to be is no curve. Merge it,
Right.
and then
Exactly.
yeah,
it
but
won't
the
matter.
thing is, like, when you merge it,
But say tomorrow he adds a file that has a curve, we gotta be mindful of that.
As
That
long as the baseline is the same thing, then we should be good. Why
But
would we
I-
have to be
but
mindful? Like, if-
once-
No, I'm telling not the baseline versus the compare fairly.
Uh-huh.
It's that even in the baseline, your original state A will differ from your final state B because of the curve being present in A and your screenshot on the final state B not having the curve.
okay, let's discuss that later. But what I was saying, once you just verify the lane
You
geometry
see how that line is straight?
and the volume,
Where
but
is
you
it?
also verify what
We're
depends.
not comparing those two yet.
Hey, you have to verify this lane setting too. Actually, the timing window, volume window.
We do.
Can you verify
We already do.
once you merge it?
Once you merge it, well, we could just put the merge at the early part.
Yeah, you can do it, and then just verify. Like, suppose
Yeah.
if the merge, so you should verify lane, volume,
Have to.
But
simulation, ACM.
So then one test will actually, if it fails, you won't know why it failed. You won't actually. It's not one test then.
Alright. That sucks.
So this was the merge functionality, and then you see select background.
Can we put as much of that? on
In
the
select background, you add image. Do you have any image here?
I don't know.
Just find
Maybe
it
there
generic.
is, yeah. Sample images.
So let's take sample image.
the penguins.
So for an example, I just say what's my world coordinate. I define I want penguin image on the roundabout, and then bitmap coordinate. I want this picture to the roundabout. It says measure,
As much stuff on
I
that as
said,
possible, just take screenshot.
like from here to here, just the
Can't do this
distance,
again.
and this distance equal to here how much? Like this one and this one, and hit OK, and hit
It's true.
OK.
It's true.
So the where it go?
It's true. I have to do that.
Oh, I see it. It's behind the roundabout.
Yeah, I can see it. So you can see it. The picture is right there.
Nice.
So that's how we test the select background functionality. And aerial image in select background, there's another functionality which is a Bing region list. You just create a Bing region. To create it, like let's type 522 Gillingham 44, what's that zip code? 77478. 77478, and then you just select any intersection, let's say Ashford. So this is the first thing
It's
you
gonna
do,
be tricky.
set reference point.
Oh, so just simple clicks.
This is your set reference point, and
You could
this is the reference here, let's say
Yeah,
here.
actually, if you think about it, it's just a set of
Hit OK.
instructions.
Once you
Biggest
define the
problem I have is
reference
the map
point,
changes.
set region,
The map is
boundary
okay.
1.
It doesn't have to be that often.
So let's my boundary 1, and then set region boundary 2.
Because it says 20.
Let's say boundary 2.
Right there. It's a get part of it, say 2016 get trees are a different color slightly.
So this is defined with boundary, save region.
That's gonna.
So now it saved the region, and then just close it, and then just like hit OK. So now it should have copied the Bing list, Bing region onto your roundabout. So that's how we tested select background. And create report functionality, it should take you to this create report button, and
Yeah.
you should be.
We're
We
done.
haven't tested create.
We're done.
We
Well,
done?
The reporting module covers all this.
Yeah. So the reporting module has already covered it, but just to make sure when you create report, it should pop this window, you know. But like the thing is like
If that
it
doesn't
should,
work, then the reports
it should
fail,
pop this
so-
window, but like when you go, these should be working, right?
The reports click on all those, so if one
Okay.
of them isn't working or whatever, we'll know about it because it tested.
Okay, so that was create
Right.
report.
You did the report.
Yeah. But so they've set templates defined.
Yeah.
So if you go back to the reports,
Create report.
yeah.
Yeah.
You see when the first bullet point is clicked, data to be included already has those defined.
It's
So I
like a
don't mess
default
with that.
setting.
Oh.
I don't mess with that.
Yeah.
So as long as that's there, I'm good.
So that's a create report, and then print window. It. How does the print window work? I never used it much.
It just takes the screenshot, right? So
Mhm.
if you just do like,
A screenshot,
yeah, it's just gonna print like your whole
Whatever's on
map or whatever.
and then it shows like the header title. So suppose if I print it, it should print it. I don't know where
You
it's
could
sent.
you could test this through Test Complete by setting up a screen printer
Okay.
and then making sure that it looks the same. But
It went to
I doubt it would.
the black and white.
So printer setup. I don't know. Like.
Change the name of the printer to Adobe.
There's no screen printer on there.
Yeah.
We might just have to do that though for the test.
I don't know
machine.
if you can do the printer setup
Yeah.
test. So recent, under the recent should show the recent file. I don't know if it has to be tested. Not very important. And if you do hit exit, it takes you out of the sync row, which again is not very important. So there was the functionality under file. Make sure you test undo and redo. So do any.
That's done.
You already done? Okay, so this is done. So I think this is pretty much under the file, and it seems like all the things are covered. So now we're gonna talk about these tools, right? So let's say all the tools are on. So these tools are on, right? So what we're gonna do first, let's talk about let's go one by one. So I'm gonna turn all the tools off. So let's talk about zoom toolbar, right? So the pan button, I think it's probably manual testing. The pan should work. Zoom in should work. Zoom out work. Probably these tests are for the manual testing. Zoom out should work.
Yeah, that works because we had to set it, we had to set the map to the center.
Yeah, and then
But most times I was actually using the scroll on the mouse. The scroll.
so the zoom toolbar should be tested manually. And then I turn this one off, then I bring map toolbar. Map toolbar is the toolbar. If I click to create a link, it should be creating a link.
Isn't that what you use to?
And then if I
think
want to delete a link,
I use the
it should be
hotkey
deleting a link.
control A.
And then if I select the
But it could
lane,
just easily be a click.
it should take me to the lane setting, and then I should be able to. Oh, it's for the deleting intersection. If I delete the intersection, as there are only one intersection, it will delete the entire link. So let's go back, and then if I create an intersection, let's say, so this one is like to move, to delete intersection, so you should be able to delete it, and this is for move intersection, so you should be able to move it. This is for manual testing. Transform map, under the map is like what happens if I click on transform map, I select this intersection. So right now it shows you the base coordinate, right? So what transform map does, it moves the entire node to a new location. So if I put, let's say, see what happens. If I define new coordinate, so let's say I define 4000. Why it's not moving? 4000, and I define this like, let's say, 838, and then scale factor multiply distance about base point. So it says scale factor keep it 1, rotate map, so it can rotate the map. Let's say I don't want to rotate it right now, and see what happens here. Notice here, hit OK, it moved the map. So it was right here, it moved it to here. I can do undo. Let's see what happens. So when you go, like when you redo it, right, it moved it, but the movement was so less, maybe you would not be able to observe it. But if you select it and go to the transform map, you can see the new coordinate is same whatever I defined, 838 and 4000. Now if I want to rotate this thing, right, let's say I want to rotate it, I want to rotate to 38 degree. It's gonna rotate this node, and if I hit OK, see, it's rotated it. You can see it. So these are the function. You know, I will show you again like a rotate it, right? Like suppose if I want to rotate it, let's say I want to rotate it to 40.
Can you do like 180, completely reverse it so that it's
180.
really obvious?
Right. So 180, and I hit OK.
Oh, it's rotating the whole map
Yeah, it's a whole transform
around that node.
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what node you're on.
Okay, gotcha.
It's rotating the entire map, yeah. So this is the transform map functionality. Now we are done with, I will turn the map toolbar off, template toolbar. That's pretty simple, just like click the node, test the template. So I will create like a 4-leg intersection. So let me create a 4-leg intersection. And just select an intersection and select any template. So it just assign the template with the volume. That's like your template. So you can test just like, you know, all these 4 templates, 6 template. You should be assigning this, and this is your template. I will turn it off, and then after that you go to node toolbar, which is nothing, just like properties, shows the properties of node. So for an example, if you say lock, so now the timing of this intersection has been locked, so no one can change the timing, you know.
No, it basically just shows whether it's locked or unlocked.
There's what?
It just displays whether that particular node is locked or unlocked.
Oh, it shows whether it's locked or unlocked. So for an example, if I select and let's say I lock the timing here, this is the lock timing. So now I check the lock timing, and now I click on it, it showed lock. Okay, so it's just displaying whether this intersection lock or unlock. Then this is your node number. So when you compare the file, you should see like if the base file and the other file same, they should have the same node number, same zone number. To see the zone number, probably it does not have the zone, right? Yeah, it does not have the zone. But if you go to the another node,
You can manually change the zone.
it does not have zone number. Double click on it.
What does zone number?
So it's zone number here actually. Now let's put like a 5. So when you do 5 and click on it, so it shows the zone number 5. So zone number, it's all node setting. When you double click it, it should be see this is a zone number, this is a node number, and after that this is your cycle length. Show cycle length. So as this is unsignalized, this is going to show you, and the cycle length, let's say at this intersection is 75, but if you click on it, you see the cycle length 75. And this one is show natural cycle length. So natural cycle length is this one, 50. Volume balancing. So what happens if you comparing to file? I mean, just for your knowledge, what is volume balancing is, for an example, right? Let's see, this is says minus 65. That means like 65 plus I don't know how many is 150. So if you add all these volumes, like the volumes who are coming in this direction, that means 65 somehow getting lost here. That's a volume balancing. So volume balancing is like the number of car
I'm gonna
entering.
stop.